Hey guys, welcome to this video. My name is John Watts. You might think of this as part two to the video that we did yesterday, which was about, is credit repair legal? So in this video, we're going to talk about, should I hire someone to do credit repair for me? Well, first, you can absolutely do this on your own. You legally have the right to do this on your own, and you're capable of doing it on your own. There's information out there, and I'll give you a resource at the end of this video to show, again, how to do this on your own. But understand you absolutely can do it. But like anything else, where you have the choice of, should I hire somebody to do blank, or should I do it myself? Well, whatever it is, fix your car, do your taxes, defend you in a lawsuit, do your credit repair. If you don't spend money, you're going to spend time. And that's just the way life is. I either spend money and I save time, or I spend time and I save money. That's just the reality of life. So you make the choice. Either spend money or spend time. Now, if you want to do it on your own, then you would spend time. If you want somebody to help you, then in general, you're going to be spending money. So if you do it on your own, make sure you know the proper way to dispute and that you actually do your disputes to the credit bureaus in the proper and the right way. So again, this goes back to, am I spending time or money? If I'm spending time, make sure that I understand how to do the disputes and that I use that knowledge to actually do the disputes in the right way. Now, if you hire someone, you got to make sure they're legitimate and you understand the process that's going to happen. So let's talk about this a little bit. What should I consider when I'm hiring an individual, a company, a law firm, anybody that says, hey, I can do credit repair or I can help you with your credit reports? Well, first of all, if you're hiring a law firm like my law firm, and I think other firms around the nation would be similar who do what I do. In other words, we are built on suing the credit bureaus, suing the furnishers of information to the credit bureaus. We sue them under the FCRA, the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And I've been doing this for almost 20 years. I don't charge people to do disputes. I don't think ever have I said to somebody, pay me X number of dollars and I'll prepare a dispute letter for you and we'll send it or we'll have you send it to the credit. I don't charge for that. And so you might say, well, why would you help people and not charge? Well, first of all, I think it's the right thing to do. Second of all, there's a financial interest for me. If people do disputes the right way and the credit bureaus and the furnishers of information do not fix that, then that's a great lawsuit. That's really what I like to do, is sue the credit bureaus, sue the furnishers under the Fair Credit Reporting Act and any other laws that we can sue them for. So it's in my incentives, so to speak, to help people do disputes the right way. I don't charge them for it. And then if we sue, my client doesn't give me any money to file that lawsuit. We take care of all that. And the way we get paid is we get money out of the bad guys that we sue. So that's my model of doing it. I'm not saying it's the only way to do it, because you certainly can pay people directly for doing the work, but it's the way that I've always done it, and it's been successful for us. So if you hire a law firm like my firm, you won't be charged any fees to do the dispute letters. Well, what if you hire what's typically called a credit repair law firm? So this is a place, and it may be owned by a lawyer, but look, what they really do is they do credit repair. They're out there, thousands of disputes maybe a month. So what if you hire one of those guys, or you hire a credit repair company, or even an individual that says, hey, I can do your credit repair for you? You're going to be charged, and you need to be careful. Well, let's talk about that. You should not be charged anything before the work is done. If somebody says to you, I have people come up to me and say, hey, XYZ credit repair place, they charge me $1,500 before they would do anything. They charge me $2,500, $4,500 before they would do any work. It's absolutely illegal. Okay. First of all, you need to run from those kind of places. If you've hired that type of place, you need to look at suing them under CROA, Credit Repair Organization Act, to get your money back and probably get some additional damages as well. So if somebody says, I'm going to charge you before I do the work, you know you're dealing with somebody who either is ignorant of the law, which that's a bad sign, or they know what they're doing is illegal and they're just doing it anyway. Well, that's no different than these robocallers that call our cell phones. It's telemarketing, and they know it's illegal what they're doing. Well, why would we want to do business with those people? So that's definitely a warning for you. But let's say that they're going to do it legitimately. And there's basically two models. One model is called the deletion model. Hey, you don't pay me anything. When I delete the account, then you'll pay me $50, $250, $1,000, whatever it is, you'll pay me. Well, make sure that they are only charging you and you're only paying after the account is deleted. So you're paying for performance here. Well, what if you're paying on a monthly basis? And this is the predominant model among credit repair law firms, credit repair companies, even individuals that are doing credit repair, is they say, look, pay me, and it's always around $100. Okay, it might be $99, $97. Maybe there's somebody that charges more, but basically $100 a month. And that's fine. That you can do it that way, but you want to make sure they've done the work before they hit your credit card for that $100. And frankly, I would want to know, are they trying to do it as fast as possible, or are they kind of slowing it down to drag out the number of months that you're going to be paying them money? So you just have to look at that. So whoever you hire, if you go this route instead of doing it yourself, make sure you understand what's being done in the dispute process. And look, sometimes we hire people, we say, I don't care what you do, just make it better. Okay, and you have that choice. My suggestion, though, is make sure you understand what's going on so you can evaluate whether this is being done properly. So which accounts are being disputed? And for each account, why is that account being disputed? What's the basis of the dispute? In other words, if you have 10 negative items, and you know all 10 of those are your credit cards, what you would want to know at the credit repair place is sending out something that says all 10 of these are identity theft. Well, that's an absolute lie, because that letter almost always is going to be coming from you. Now, the credit repair place may prepare it for you, but it's going to have your name on it. Okay? And you don't want something out there that's false, that's telling a lie. So you need to know which accounts are being disputed, why are they being disputed. Get copies of the dispute letter. So not just the credit repair place says, oh, we're only disputing in a legitimate way. Go, great, that's wonderful. Now, I would like to see a copy of all the letters that are going out. Some credit repair places will send it out for you, and you may never see it. That's not a good idea. Or they may send it to you and say, you mail it. Well, if you get it and mail it, you obviously know what the letter says. But if the credit repair place is sending it out under your name, you need to get copies of that. And then you'll get results of investigation back from Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, whichever credit bureaus you've disputed. You'll get these results back, and you want to make sure you read it. So read everything. Even though you're spending money by hiring somebody, you do have to spend some time. It's just not nearly the amount of time if you do this on your own. So what's the bottom line to this? Errors get fixed, that's fantastic. That's exactly what you want. If they don't get fixed, do not get fixed, then consider suing under the Fair Credit Reporting Act and any other laws you could sue. Maybe you'll sue under the FDCPA, Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, if you're dealing with a debt collector. Or you may decide on your own or with a credit repair place, hey, let's do another dispute. Let's give them a second chance. Hey, let's give them a third chance. See if that will do the trick here. And if they continue to verify false information, then that can simply make your case more valuable as you continue to dispute it, giving them multiple opportunities to fix. So hope that that is helpful to you. If you have questions, comments, you can put them below. Now, if it's as I always say in these things, if it's sort of a private matter, reach out to us directly. We represent people in Alabama. If you are not in Alabama, but you're dealing with the National Credit Bureau and furnishers, the people that provide the information to the credit bureaus that are national in nature, then we may be able to sue them in Alabama if you choose to do that. But I always recommend get with a lawyer in your state who is very experienced, very knowledgeable about the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and have them explain to you your options. And you might want to go to them before you do the disputes, or after the disputes, you bring them the disputes. Here's what I disputed. And so make sure you have copies of all that. It's not the point of this video. We talk about this in other videos, but make sure that you've got everything done correctly. And then you share that with the lawyer. And the lawyer may say, great, let's sue, or hey, let's do another dispute. Now, in terms of how you can learn this on your own, I mean, certainly we have videos on here, but I've been talking about something, and I've been very delayed, and I apologize for that, but what we're calling the Consumer Law University, and that is to give you some training that's absolutely free, no cost. There's no membership fee or anything like that. I'll tell you this. My intention was to build a membership site where you'd have a login password. You go in there and there's different modules, and eventually we'll have that. I frankly have just been so slammed in court cases. I haven't had time to even sort of outsource that to somebody to do. So I'm going to do it at least here at the beginning in a more informal way. And what I would like for you to do is to give me some feedback as you go through this. So I'll have a sign-up sheet. This will be tomorrow. There'll be a video on this. There'll be a website you can go to, put in your name, your email, and the focus of that will be on debt collectors. And it'll actually start with how do you generate or create a proper dispute letter. And when you sign up for it, you'll get an email that'll have a link to a website you can go to, and it'll ask you questions and it'll create a dispute letter for you. But it'll also get you into our system where you'll get an automated email that'll go out about once a week saying, hey, here's the new video for us. Here are the attachments. And they won't literally be attached in the email just because a lot of email providers don't like that. But it'll be a link that you can click on to get a Word version or a PDF. It may be a checklist. It may be something to print out, whatever it will be for that particular week's lesson. I'm anticipating about 6 weeks for the FDCPA dealing with abusive debt collectors. And then the next sort of project will be, how do you do your own credit repair? How do you fix credit report errors on your own? I don't know how many lessons that will be, but that'll be a number of lessons. So look for that tomorrow. And if you're watching this, well after this video has been released, then there should be another video in our channel that will talk about the Consumer Law University. So anyway, if you have any interest in that, feel free to sign up. And then, like I say, give me some feedback because I want to kind of perfect it this first go around. And so you guys can help me experiment with this. And then by the time we sort of go to it again, I should have the membership site set up, and then we'll just continue to add modules in there. What about RESPA when you're dealing with your mortgage company? What about these robocalls? What about, if you have a personal injury? And so all these different areas that I want to get some information out, and I'll continue to put videos out on this website, this YouTube channel, but to have a place where then we can have attachments and checklists and forms and all those sorts of things, I think will be very helpful. So definitely give me your feedback as we go through this. And thanks for watching this. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.